What's up, guys? It's Mike the MGTOW man again, bringing you another video. So I ran across this video and I just knew when I clicked on it, based on the name of this channel, which is Attract Great Guys, and just based on this title, I knew there was going to be some bullshit. I just knew, because women don't buy into anything that's real. Women don't buy into any advice that's truth, because if it was true, it would offend them. Women buy into bullshit. So I knew when I seen this title that I was like, I bet you I'm going to click on this video and I'm going to want to make a response, because I'm sick and tired of just watching these simps, throw fuel onto the fire, because that's what they're doing. It's because of guys like this why feminism has been, allowed to exist in the first place. It's because of men like this why we see the divorce rates the way they are today. Because men like him propped women up on a pedestal, trusted them with all of this responsibility, of being able to vote and make decisions, and also to make decisions on tax, how we spend our tax dollars. We're still debating about abortion. There's many other important topics to talk about, but no, cucks like this guy had to give women rights and prop them up above men. And you're going to see he indeed props women above men. Now, I skipped through a good portion of this video because it's a 10-minute long video. I'm not going to sit here and do commentary on a 10-minute video that will take about 40 minutes to do that type of commentary. I'm just going to show you some of the bullshit things coming out of these guys' mouths. And, it only perpetuates the dysfunction of women. When you got men out here, men, we're supposed to be leaders of society, right? We're supposed to lead them to the right path. I mean, we created society after all. Every brick is there because a man put it there. But, let's all sabotage it by putting women on pedestals. Let's all sabotage it by, putting women above men. That's what this type of cuck does. And that's what you're about to see. So we're going to come through and smash the dislike button on his video. I'm going to put a link in the description to this video. You can watch the whole thing. I don't know how long you'll last, but and I'm telling you right now, it's painful to listen to this crap. But we're going to go down here. We're going to type in cuck purge. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to put... damn, mouse is frozen. Cucks. Cuckers are suckers. We're going to do that one. Cuckers are suckers. Bam. That's a new one right there. That's just off the dome. Cuckers are suckers. See that, guys? So just type that in there. That's what we're going to put. I'm going to like my own comments because I do that. I ain't going to lie. Got to try to get them little numbers up. So we're going to start the video and see what this bitch has to say.
Age does not define maturity.
That's probably the only thing we're going to agree on. Age does not define maturity at all. I mean, look at you. You're a grown-ass man with a beard, and yet you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you pretend to be mature. So yeah, I agree. Age does not, it's not a factor in maturity.
It is much easier to relate to someone who is born the same generation as you. Let's take a look at another example. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez. Alex is 6 years younger than Jennifer. Now,
I forgot to mention, and maybe it was a little bit sloppy for me not to mention it. This whole video is to stroke the egos of older women, telling them it's okay for you to date a younger guy. It's okay. Women who have slammed into the fucking wall. And to make them feel confident, he's going to use celebrity examples. Women who can afford Botox, who can afford boob jobs, who actually go to the gym. They got all this plastic surgery. They're about as fake as a fucking Barbie doll on the shelf that you buy your daughter for Christmas. And, they look good. Some of these fucking celebrities, you're like, damn, they should have hit the wall. Well, she did, only she went under the knife. She did hit the wall, only she got Botox. Her titties did sag, only she got a boob job, right? So this cuck is going to use these examples to make these women feel good about being old and say, oh, you can still get out there and find you a young, desperate man, right? And the only reason why young men are banging these older chicks is because they're practice chicks. And they're an easy fucking lay. I've admitted this in the past that I prefer to go, after women just a couple of years older than me, not many. 5 years is a limit. A long time ago, I did date a chick in her, in her early 40s, but, that came with a learning curve there. All of that American Pie logic, oh, go fucking MILF, oh, it's great. It's not true, guys. It's not true. I mean, she was all right in the sack, but, when you turn the lights on, you're going to see some wrinkles and some spotting on their skin and things like that, and you're not going to go back for seconds. So, he's filling these women up with false hope, but we're going to go back to that example that he just said, and like I said, that's his game. So sorry I didn't lay that out at the beginning. We're going to kind of rewind a little bit.
Generation as you. Let's take a look at another example. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez. Alex is 6 years younger than Jennifer, who just turned 50. Now just take a look at his opinion on powerful women.
And before we see this cucked ass bitch, Jennifer Lopez's husband is a cuck, and you're going to see that. Before we hear what he has to say, you got to understand, using Jennifer Lopez as an example, it's really not, and I don't care what's fair to women, but it's really not fair to women. It is not me white knighting, but it's not fair to, to women for you to use 50-year-old celebrities like Jennifer Lopez, who, she goes to the gym every day. She's not white, so her skin is not going to age quite like milk. And she's got all the surgeries, and she's got her own personal surgeons and things like that. So you're using, like I said, you're using an example that just doesn't make sense to use.
Did you always like dating women who were powerful and successful? Like, is that something that you're attracted to?
I'm drawn to powerful women because of my mother. I grew up.
Oh, so you want a girl to take care of you like mommy did. Okay, yeah, typical cuck.
From a single mother, she had 2 jobs.
Oh, she was a single mother. Oh my God. So Jennifer Lopez's cucked ass husband comes from a single mother household. How surprising.
Incredible sister. And I just believe in women equality. I just think women
believe in women equality. Oh, he's making all the brownie points for cuck, for the Cuckville that he lives in.
Is the future. Boys, we're like things of the past, I believe.
Yeah.
Did he just say that men are things of the past? Hold up a second. Hold up. I did not just hear that shit.
I just believe in women equality. I just think women is the future. Boys, we're like things of the past, I believe.
Yeah.
That was the biggest, most single, like, just slap to the face to men. That has got to be the best example of a sellout to men the world over that I've ever seen. He literally, a high-profile man, literally said women are the future and boys are the thing of the past. He didn't even say men. He said boys. That's interesting.
He says he's drawn to powerful women because his mom was a hardworking single mom. And he goes on to say that women are the future. And this is the type of high-quality man that you want to look for.
You see that, guys? You see this fucking cuck? He even pointed it out, that the man said that women are the future. And he's catering to his female audience, stroking their fragile female egos. It's just insane. He's obviously a male feminist, because everybody knows that the future is female is a term created by feminists to prop themselves up, even as if women wasn't already on a high enough pedestal. They had to extend it. It's like a ladder with an extension on it that they keep adding extensions to. Eventually, the framework of that ladder is going to crumble. So keep putting yourself up on those pedestals, ladies. Keep doing it. There'll always be cucks like this. It'll stroke your ego. But when you cry and complain that there's no good quality men out there, it's because, you may not want to admit this, but deep down you want a man that'll beat his chest, a man that will take charge of everything. But everything's in your favor as a woman, so you'll never allow that to happen anyways. So by default, you women out there will never allow yourselves to be happy, because you will not allow men to be men. And that's why you can't find good men, especially you older women. Here's a little secret, ladies. When you get older, men shy away from you because they did their 20, 30-year sentence in the dating market, It's like a fucking prison sentence when you waste 30 fucking years of your life chasing tail and you got nothing to show for it. Some bitch takes half your shit. So a lot of older guys, even if they didn't get their shit taken in court, a lot of their buddies and a lot of their family members have gotten their shit taken in court by women. So they're not out there looking for you. That's why these women, number one, they find it hard to date guys their age because they're unwanted. These older women are very much unwanted in the dating market. They don't look like Jennifer Lopez. And so they're basically forced to go down the ladder. We learned that men are rejected on dating sites, about 80% of them. So if there's some desperate old bitch on a dating site, of course these young guys are going to feel just more than willing to just show up to the old bitch's house and plow her old fucking meat curtains and then leave and then never call her again. These young men are being deprived of sex from their own peers because women, if a woman is your same age, odds are good if she's overselling her pussy and her sexual market value, pushing most men out of the reins to even get a fucking try. And they're never yours. It's just your turn. But these women out here just overselling their pussy. It's insane. But that's why this predicament exists. That's why these older women are going after younger men. Now they won't come out and say it. They'll just talk shit about how they're not attracted to older guys and their age and they'll talk shit about what the guys look like. In fact, let's go through the comment section. Let's go through the ones that I liked, because I like the ones that I don't really like. So I only liked them so I could find them. This one says, what's weird is I'm now 60. Most of the guys in my age group are old, fat, and not interested in sex or relationships. It's like they're old now and I'm not. Wow. Women are always in a constant state of denial as to their age or their aging process. That's why they pile on makeup for 30, 40 years of their life. And sometimes they pile it on even longer. But, she's sitting there talking about how old and fat and, not interested in sex that these older guys are. If a young man complained and said, oh, these women are fat, it doesn't matter what age group you're in, whether you're a young man or old man, if you said that the women of your peers are fat and they're not interested in sex, and you're basically complaining about it, everybody will sit there and shame you as a man for saying it. They'll be like, oh, you disgusting pig. Women aren't just, there, for your sexual objectification. And how dare you call a woman fat? But here's this old fucking cunt. She's in her 60s. Her whole life, she's been in a situation where, men couldn't call her fat if she was fat. Men couldn't shame her into giving up sex. Otherwise, they're a pig, right? But she's sitting here doing it, so she knows that what she's saying is biased, and she knows it. So we're gonna go down to the next comment. It says, okay, I am an older woman, take good care of myself, but not attracted to men my own age or older. If I'm not able to find a man I'm attracted to, I would prefer to remain single and celibate, and I refuse to settle. Now this is just another case and another example. When you're a young man, these women your own age, they want to date older, successful men with resources. But when these women get older, they divorce that man because he's gotten much older. Once they reach, these women, they're in their 40s. These guys are in their, 50s, late 50s and early 60s. And so they leave the man for his resources. And then they want to, ride that cock carousel for a little bit longer. And then suddenly they want a beta male to settle down with. Only they can't find any their age that are interested in them, as much as they were in their youth. Because when we were young, oh yeah, we'll bang this bitch out, we'll bang her out, right? She gets older, not so good to look at. And like I said, just like she was dating the older guys, now suddenly she's older. And all of her peers are dating younger women. And she doesn't want to date older guys, older than what she was already dating. She doesn't want to date guys her own age because, like I said, they're dating younger women. So what is she forced to do? Get a cat and just beat off to fucking, one of those Food Network channels? Is that what they're going to do? No, they're going to go on Tinder. They're going to go on these OkCupid sites and wait for some desperate man who has been, forced out of the sexual dating market because he's not above the 80% margin. He'll go ahead and bang her out, and that's all she'll get, right? But if she can't get that young man, this lady Ellen here says she would just rather stay single and celibate. Wow, she refuses to settle. Bitch, you old. You're old. You're lucky anybody even wants to see your meat curtains. It's insane. All that picky shit, and we can't even have one preference. If a man has one preference on the type of woman that he wants to bang out, or I won't bang skinny chicks, or I won't bang fat chicks, or I won't bang tall chicks, or I won't do this, or I won't do that. Anything you say will garner you some shame as a man. But these bitches, even in their old age, still out there putting out some biased bullshit, knowing double standard bullshit, knowing that we couldn't say that shit without a mass backlash. Now this woman says, my husband was 17 years younger than me. We had a great life. Unfortunately, he passed away. Now, I want you guys to look at this, because men die somewhere around 10 years earlier than most women. And this man had 17 years on her, right? And yet he still died before her. She literally drained his life out of him because he died far, far younger than the national average. And he was married. I like how she speaks for him. A lot of women will speak for their marriage. They'll say, we have a great marriage. Look at her. She says, we had a great life. Well, we don't know that. Ugh. And look, here's one right here. It says, I've been 11 years now. It's been 11 years now that I've been with Charlie. He's younger than me. It's going perfectly. Well, because he's my cat. There you go, guys. Another cat lady. She probably oversells her pussy too and also won't settle. So, I could go down. Oh, wait. Here's a good one. Unfortunately, high quality men are almost extinct. Let's see what I had to say. All right, you can't see it because I got to crop this to zoom in on the video. But at the bottom here, if you go to that comment from the video, you'll see my comment. But I said basically, I was about to say something to her before you did. You should check my content. And the reason why I said that was because up here just so happened to be a MGTOW man. I mean, I was like, ha. I mean, dude, we are everywhere, guys. He says, are you talking about a man with options not wanting you? Who gave you permission to ride the cock carousel while you were young? Now you will face the consequences for your actions. I suggest you stack up on cat food. And then the bitch says, what is CC? Bitch, it's the cock carousel. You see, this is the great thing about speaking in our MGTOW language. These bitches don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. It's so great. So we're going to go to this last comment, and this is going to be the end of the video. She says, I find my dating life to be significantly better in my 40s than earlier. Men absolutely love confidence and independence. Like, bitch, are you serious? Seriously. You're saying it's better in your 40s. I think that's just something you're telling yourself. Because, I can't 100% disprove that your dating life is better in your 40s. Maybe you were fat your whole life and finally decided after 40 fucking years to lose weight. Yeah, of course it would improve. I'm sure that's the case. And, but for you to sit here and say men absolutely love confidence and independence, we don't care about either one of those. Neither. Now, it is convenient when a woman doesn't, when you're dating a woman that, she's not a ball and chain that you drag around every fucking where, a big financial haul. It would be nice if a woman had a little financial independence. But here's the problem, to all you ladies that might be listening. This is why independence is not attractive. Because it comes with baggage. It comes with drama. It comes with you trying to compete for power in the household like you do in the office. And it's not attractive to men. We don't want you wagging and nagging your finger and telling us what to do all day and telling us how we're incompetent. Because we do that shit to you and you fold like a cheap suitcase. But you want to do it to us. That's why we don't care about independent women. If you boast that you're independent, I will never fuck you. I won't smash and dash you and ghost you in a cloud of kush. I will simply look over you, look past you, look at my watch. Oh, I got a call I got to take. Whatever it is to get out of that situation, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not out there, I got it out of my system in Boise. I'm not out there hitting up the bars and fucking all these fucking chicks like I was in Boise. I got it out of my system. I was monk for a long time. I probably jumped the gun on being monk, but you know what? I'm proud that I did. I'm proud that I did it. But these independent women, we don't care about that. And we damn sure don't care about your confidence. A woman with low confidence is easier to handle. And that's the truth. That's why men joke about women that have daddy issues. They have poor confidence, poor self-esteem, and they're great in the sack, and you just drop them off somewhere when you're done. So fuck your independence, fuck your confidence. But guys, check the link out in this description. Drop the hashtag in the comments that I gave you, and also feel free to flood this comment section and show it some MGTOW love. Anyways, this is Mike the MGTOW Man signing off, and as always, never give in, never surrender. MGTOW for life.